From channeling his inner Jamie Fraser while wearing his shoes, to wanting to take all of the weapons available on the set of the show. Here's what Sam Heughan has taken from the sets of Outlander. Now that we know the show is ending, it's no surprise that everyone's just getting ready to come to terms with it. Even Sam and Katrina Balfe are feeling it. The last season of shooting is about to start, and Heughan's already decided what he'll bring home with him. And in a super exclusive interview, he talked about the end of the series and shared the one thing he wants to keep from Jamie Fraser. This artifact's interesting because it puts him right in Jamie's shoes. During a segment on Good Morning America, Heughan talked about wanting to keep anything he could get his hands on, especially Jamie's weapons. But there's one thing that he loves the most: Jamie's boots. The actor said, "I can almost see myself as Jamie when I wear his boots." And I guess nostalgia is getting the better of him, especially since in a few months, they'll start filming the final season. As always, he did the interview with his favorite co-star, and she had a lot of cute things to say as well. Balfe loved the idea of taking something from the set, too. What can I say? Great minds think alike. The Irish actress has told fans that she has some really strong feelings about leaving the show and the beautiful world of the Highlanders behind. It's the end of an era, so it's probably going to be hard for everyone. Always the optimist, though, she said that all good things must come to an end sometime, but that doesn't make it any easier. She loved working with the supporting group of dedicated actors like Sophie Skelton and John Bell, but mostly, she'd miss hanging out with Heughan. The Belfast actress told her fans that she's made relationships because of the show, that she will cherish her entire life, and that's what she's taking from the sets: love and companionship. Adorable, right? Well, it looks like she's thinking inside the box and might not take anything from the set. I've got some suggestions for her, though. Many super iconic items were very important to fans, and they would mean nothing without the actors. If it was up to me, I would make them keep their wedding rings. They were so special, especially the one that Jamie gave Claire. While it doesn't look like much, it had a lot of sentimental value. After their fight at Heughan in Season 1, Episode 9, Jamie got the ring made from the Key of Lallybroch. It's a piece of iron shaped into a ring. It was nothing at all like what fans of the novels had expected, which led many to think that it was just temporary. And as always, they were right. Remember when the pirate Stephen Bonnet attacked the couple? When they got to America in Season 4? He took Jamie's ring instead of Frank's, and this gave the writers the chance to change the ring. So Balfe could take the one that she got from La Straniera. Even though it might seem like a small thing, the sentimental value behind it is crazy. And while we're on the subject, there were a bunch of super iconic dresses that she could take with her too. All of her dresses were just so gorgeous, and the actress looked so beautiful in them. She can easily take any one of them, just by taking a page out of Robert Downey Jr.'s book. Wear them and walk out of the place like she owns them. My first choice would be the white dress she wore in the pilot episode. I'm talking about that beautiful white shift dress with a belt that she wore when she first went back in time through the stones at Carrick na Dún. The costume designer Terry Dresbach has said that this dress was one of the hardest things she's ever had to make, because it had to serve two very difficult and specific masters. Balfe can wear the chic white dress anywhere, but if she's in the mood for something adventurous, she can swipe Claire's riding outfit from Season 1. Her riding coat became so popular that real shops like Hot Topic made copies of it. She could definitely just pull it over her normal clothes and walk out of the set. But if we're going for sentiment, I think her wedding dress from Season 1's 7th episode takes the cake. I mean, it's one of the most beautiful dresses that I've ever seen. And the backstory behind how it was made in the show was just super sweet. They got it from a brothel, but let's focus on the destination, not the journey, okay? Dresbach told fans that she wanted a dress that would look great in a place lit by candles, which would work well with the honeymoonish theme they were going for. They wanted it to be revolutionary and inspiring. Well, A+ on that one, guys. And they did an even better job with Claire's Dior-inspired day dress from Season 2. I would definitely make her take that one. It's regal and just so beautiful. The costume designers took inspiration from the Dor bar suit, which is one of the most well-known pieces of clothing ever. Since this is the first time we see Claire in Paris, she had to look like a stylish woman who fits very well in the posh society. An iconic dress for an iconic moment. Although, knowing Balfe and taking inspiration from the super smart Claire, she might want to take a more useful piece of memorabilia from the sets, like her bat suit from season 3. Let Roger laugh at that one for a moment. Claire's second trip to the 18th century required quite a lot of planning now that she knew what to expect. She had to figure out how to travel through time without being noticed, but needed to take some things from the future that could help everyone. The only thing that made sense was for her to sew the clothes herself, and that's what she did. Claire not only taught Jamie how to use a zipper, but she also made pockets in the dress to hide medical supplies from the 20th century. Women still don't have proper pockets in jeans, so Claire really was a revolutionary, and she even improved on the dress by the end of season 3. They had to travel, and the road they were taking was a super dangerous one, since they couldn't hide things in their luggage, and they couldn't carry them by hand either, so the super resourceful heroine upgraded her suit. Not only was the dress super useful, but it was also iconic too, and seeing her on the ship in a blouse with a belt and a skirt was like seeing land after years at sea. So it would make sense for Balfe to take this dress home. Again, while cast members are entertaining the idea of taking things home with them, there are a few dresses that the actress Sophie Skelton, who plays Brianna, Claire, and Jamie's daughter, can take home with her, like Brianna's 1970s festival outfit from season 4. Putting Brianna and Roger in 1970s, America wasn't the easiest thing to do, but the amazing Outlander team managed it. And they did a super amazing job of it too. Designer Dresbach told fans that she wanted Brianna to look very normal at first. All the clothes that she wore in the show, while she was still in her own timeline, had to work with the fashion of the time. And they were all amazing. Skelton could have walked out with any one of them and no one would have known. Especially the dress that she wore in season 4 when she went back in time. Her Jessica McClintock dress, or more accurately, a Gunny Sax dress, was one of the most memorable clothing moments in Gabaldon's books, and Dresbach was unable to bring it to life on film. In the 1970s, Gunny Sax was a well-known American brand. Its clothes were affected by the styles of the Prairie, Victorian, and Edwardian eras, and Dresbach originally made the dress for Claire, but in the end, she decided it wouldn't work on screen. Instead, she used it for Bree in the scene where she walks through the stones. Not only did it help her fit in perfectly with the times, but it was also such an iconic look for the young actress. I'm sure everyone would look the other way if she decided to swipe it. There's one more item I wish someone would take from the set. Someone like Tobias Menzies. And you'd probably agree with me. It's Jack Randall's red coat outfit. Heughan might want to take all the weaponry from the set, but Tobias should definitely swipe that coat. While I don't like what it stands for, the entire outfit was iconic. The costume designer, Terry Dresbach, said that they could have rented a lot of red coat costumes, but they didn't because Ron didn't like the color red. Ron's the man who made the show and is also Dresbach's husband. Instead, they had to make their own red coats by dyeing fabric to the exact color he had asked for. So, sentimental value and an on-brand look? Take it, Tobias. So there you have it. From wanting to take all the weaponry available on sets, to feeling like Jamie while wearing his shoes. That was what Sam Heughan took from Outlander.